Welcome back everybody to my Luck of the Irish series. Today's episode I'm going to be looking at a film from 2012 called Grabbers. So, in case you've never heard of this, I didn't hear about this until I was doing research on what films I wanted to do for this series. It's when an island off the coast of Ireland is invaded by blood-sucking aliens, the heroes discover that getting drunk is the only way to survive. Yeah, with a premise like that, how can you go wrong? Colors in the film appear to be vivid and grimy at the same time. It definitely has somewhat of a 80s monster movie feel, like one of those drive-in films, just a little bit. It was interestingly shot. There were some POV shots from the creatures that were really well done. Beautiful cinematography. While it's on an island, looks very beautiful in nature anyways, so while I was watching the DVD copy of it, I guess my only issue with it was that the camera quality was alright, but it could have been a little better. Like, it was a little fuzzy at parts. Maybe that was completely intentional. It took a little bit away from the film. So the dialogue of the film feels very natural and comedic. The chemistry between the two Garda Nolan and O'Shea, it worked very well for the film, and the relationship was very believable from the moment they first met to where they ended up at the end of the film. It just felt like a natural progression. It was very well written. Definitely could have been a lot of improvised dialogue, but it was just very well written and stuff like that. The creature effects are decent in the film. They're believable, partially due to the fact that most of the time you see the creatures alive are in darkness, and that kind of covers up the mistakes. But that's typical of most creature films anyway, so it's not in any way a negative for the film. It's more of a positive. So it's definitely, I'd say, B-movie-esque, and like I said earlier, it's the kind of film that you could eat popcorn to and just have a laugh at a drive-in, stuff like that. It's well-paced, like I said earlier, especially with the chemistry between the two main characters. Just feels like a natural progression from the moment we first are introduced to the creatures, the characters, and all that, to where everybody is at the end of the film. The editing is very good in the film. Even the little mini monster in the film, they look really good. Like, the CG in the film is not that bad. Compared to some other monster movies, it actually works very well. Very believable. There was a point in the film where I think intended on being like a match cut. It's like one half of the match cut, and like the other half I guess got cut in editing for pacing issues or something. Framing was really good. The blocking of the film was pretty good as well. I would definitely highly recommend, if you like creature films, that you check this film out. It's funny. It's got some horror elements to it. Just the premise is just so outrageous that it's like, it's not something that a movie that you'd find made over here in North America. It feels very much an Irish film, which is very good. It's got all those Irish slang in it. There's even some parts where they kind of censor themselves and then they don't, and it just adds a bit of comedic elements to the film. If you can find it, definitely watch it. Good movie to watch with friends. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 9.5. Yeah, very little negative elements to the film. I really liked it, how everything flowed together and stuff like that. I hope you like this review of Grabbers. I probably gotta go get drunk to survive the next alien invasion, so while I do that, give this video a like and subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for more. Yeah.